designation of an urban development area. And if you recall, when we discussed some of our VDOT grant project opportunities, that is a requirement for us to be considered for VDOT Smart Scale funding. And that will actually be an amendment of our existing or old comprehensive plan, even though we are in the process of doing a new comprehensive plan. So so we can meet the funding application deadline next summer. And then on February 6th, at the date of the February council work session, I would request that we use that time for presentation on our CIP and our budget planning session with the department heads, similar to what we did last year at the library, where they present their big ticket needs, personnel needs for the upcoming year.
And that's going to be here?
Yes.
Okay.
And then finally, to be determined sometime in March, Mr. Lamford and I have not scheduled a date, but we intend to hold another joint budget planning session with the County Board of Supervisors. As far as current projects go, the landfill self-construction is nearing completion and may be done this week. I'm going to say should be operational within the next few weeks, given weather and so forth. And also it's pending DEQ inspection. We've coordinated with them. I want to commend CHA, Alan Dressler, and our landfill staff for getting this project completed on schedule and within budget. We had a very tight schedule, and I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to meet all of our milestones, but we have been able to do that. Thanks to a lot of hard work from a lot of folks. And next, our Durant Road Bluff project, the construction bids were rejected by VDOT due to some bid specification discrepancies. That'll be rebid for a mid-February bid opening. That pushes the project back a couple of months. That probably is actually good for the school schedule. May get school through before we have to close that. If you remember, the bluff will need to be closed for at least for a couple months, and that'll also provide a little bit more review time for VDOT to see if we get some additional grant funding to cover any overages for that project. So it's not really a bad thing. Next, I want to thank the group of about 17 community volunteers and then a professional panel consisting of local government managers and police chiefs from around the state for participating in our police chief assessment process November 30th and December 1st. I've received many positive comments on the process. I hope you all have as well. I think we had a very competitive process, and we had, I think, a very good group of candidates come to Covington for that to participate. And as you all are aware, I've announced that a finalist, Anthony Morgan of the Kalamazoo, Michigan Department of Public Safety, has been selected as the finalist and is currently undergoing an extensive background check. I hope we can make a formal announcement on the new chief in early January. I'd also like to commend Chief Miller for her discontinued hard work. Can't say enough about her work ethic, professionalism, and everything she's brought to the city of Covington. She hit the ground running day one and hasn't stopped. So she definitely is the ultimate professional, and truly has been a blessing to come to Covington in the last few months. So. Next, with the support of the EDC and the Roanoke Regional Partnership, Covington and Allegheny County continues working on the joint industrial site study. We advertised it and selected Draper Aiden as our engineering firm to complete the joint industrial site study process. And then next, the RFP for the initial work on the Drone Zone project, which is funded through the Appalachian Regional Commission, has been advertised. First phase, if you recall, will consist of engineering and architectural assessment of the Esmont building and the field mine sites, as well as development of a marketing strategy and development of a business plan. We hope this project will be awarded in January and anxious to move forward with that. We continue getting a lot of positive input feedback on this project. And then Covington and Allegheny County, that's a common thing. We continue our joint comprehensive planning process, And I want you to know, and hopefully help us get the word out to residents, that we have a survey on our city website that we're asking folks to complete to help us in our comprehensive planning process. And next, also a thing we've been doing at Allegheny County, as well as Clifton Forge, is working on our regional broadband study committee. And just want you all to know that we continue meeting. We've actually discussed possibly forming a regional broadband authority to help us with some of our broadband issues. And I really feel that the work we've done, and Darlene Burchett has really been the workhorse behind this, we've really, I think, maybe inspired our private providers to make improvements. And we met with Lumos a couple weeks ago, and I was not aware, so I wanted to share with the council that they have planned upgrades for internet, for broadband, in downtown Covington, Parkland Heights, and Fairlawn that will greatly enhance the internet service in those areas. And then finally, I just want to thank City Council for an outstanding 2017 for all the support. I think we as staff and council and our partners with the county and others have accomplished a whole lot this year, and I'm really proud of everything we've been able to do. So thank you.